Coming up next, a UFC welterweight division matchup. Well, this is about as decorated a kickboxer as has come into this division in some time, DC. And if we get a kickboxing match tonight, he ain't losing.
He is a championship-level kickboxer, a guy that can stand in the pocket and trade and kick and punch with anyone. He's constantly throwing things from as close as you can get. He's comfortable throwing leg kicks. He will drive knees into your body. But it's the aggressiveness and the ability and willingness to stand in the pocket and trade that makes him truly, truly special. I think that is what separates kickboxing, the high level, everyone else.
He understands distance as well as any striker in this division. Of course, that is a byproduct of a lifetime of repetitions in the kickboxing space. Well, you can argue this is the most influential martial artist of all time, the great Bruce Lee, making his walk to the octagon here tonight, champ.
Everybody wants to be Bruce Lee. They say they want to be like Mike. If you're a fighter, you want it to be like Bruce Lee. You want it to be that fast. You want it to be that charismatic. You want it to have an ability to just freeze your opponents. Your speed, your movement, just the diversity in the attacks that you can give your opponents would just confuse people. I mean, I watched him beat a 7-foot Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to stay undefeated.
Right.
If you can do that, you can do anything.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Bruce Lee in a nutshell.
Just so wise.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. The American is 31, the Brazilian is 40. He is 3 inches taller, same numbers on reach. All right, here now the veteran voice of the octagon, Bruce Buffer.
This is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 157 pounds. Fighting out of Salvador Bahia, Brazil, lights out! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
Okay, guys, protect yourself at all time, obey my command at all time. If you want to touch left, do it now, go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready?
All right, let's get this one started here. Round 1 is underway. And we've got a striker who is a force to be reckoned with. Tonight, though, he draws a guy who can do a little bit of everything.
And that guy is usually the one that will have the advantage. But we know what a high-level striker is, and this guy is as high-level as we've ever seen in the UFC.
Okay, let's focus. Let's focus now.
Opens with the left hand and lands flush. Head kick attempt, it's blocked.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Lands with the left. Nice jab, follows it up with a nice right hand.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Just missed with the left there.
Liver kick.
defense to block the strike coming back. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Nice kick there by Lee.
His hands are down. Let's set up that high kick now.
Try to establish that jab. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Oh, massive head kick there. We'll see if he can finish. Both guys landing at a pretty decent clip. Oh! All right, lands a kick there. Pretty well done.
Really good accuracy landing that kick. Big head kick lands. Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Looking to set up that head kick again. This one does not find the home. Going back to his patented kicks here, but unable to find the target there. Wow, what a head kick.
Hey, keep moving. Hey, take that shot. Take the shot.
Just misses with the left hook. Well, you know about the offense, but how about the defense? Overhand blocked by Lee. Just misses with the jab.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Straight right hand now, just misses.
Nice leg kick.
It's your defense now.
30 seconds now to go in the opening round. Oh, he lands a massive kick here. "15 seconds.
He's very tricky when he throws that body kick. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
5 minutes in the books. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Come on, let's get this together now, all right? We've been here before, and you're going to overcome this.
All right, second round now underway. I'm no analyst, but a little bit of a feeling out process there in round one.
And that's a part of being in the octagon with someone that's so skilled. You cannot just go after them guns a-blazing. Both of these young men are trying to find the right moment to attack. Nice punch lands over the top.
Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the reps in the training room are going to pay off.
Let me see that hook now.
Big head kick.
Keep going again.
Lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Blocks the shot. Just over 3 minutes to go. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee.
Ooh, head kick lands and he's hurt.
Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Lee.
Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
Well, he was a little bit lackluster in round one. You can't say the same here in this second round. He has really picked up the pace, an uptick in the aggression and the output, and starting to find his range here in the pocket. He's looking to land the right, just out of range. And he connects there, DC.
Great job landing that punch. Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks.
This fight's gonna be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Oh! And he continues to work the body here.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick. Head kick.
Unable to land the head kick there.
Punch over the top.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming. Big head kick lands.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Battle for position here. Oh, he lands the Superman punch. Final seconds here.
Oh, big punch land.
2 rounds in the books. All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
All right, another round is now underway. Pretty good previous 2 rounds. We'll see who makes the requisite adjustments now moving forward.
The adjustments are going to be the key, John. When you're doing everything you're trained to do and it stays this close, you got to really switch it up. Which corner was able to relay that message to their fighter better in between rounds.
Massive head kick. Well, just as he did in the previous round, he continues to connect on a high volume of strikes. And a good sign, too, doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
Yeah, he's mixing it all up. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks. Beautiful head kick. You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Trying to find a home for that right hand.
Nice straight punch.
Oh, and he lands another strike to the body. Not a ton of real estate there, but he certainly found it. Well-placed kick there by Lee. Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots. That's a big strike right there.
Back and forth we go. Just misses there with the left. Slips. Oh, that's a good right hand.
Superman punch.
Right hand upstairs. Lee's head kick is blocked, so no damage inflicted there.
Yes, they heard him in the last round. Same exact one. Nice body kick right under the elbow. Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Oh, big knee to the body. How'd he get that one home? Oh, he got that inside leg kick to the target there, DC. You don't want to eat too many of those.
No, you can't. It starts to beat up the inside thigh. That is a technique you use to really slow down your opponent.
Well, he's been good tonight, but he missed with that one. Takedown defense holds up.
Look at the push behind that leg kick.
Oh, vintage stuff there. Nice combination of strikes by Lee. Unable to land with that punch. Now he counters with a right hook to the head.
Come on, bud. Let's get those hands working now.
Blocks that strike. Well, not sure if he's lighter on his feet or what it is, but these last couple of rounds, he's been kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad. Ooh, what a punch.
And he caught the kick. Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Lee. They continue to exchange. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Beautiful body kick.
Strong defense there to block the shot. Nice instincts. Right on the button.
Big punch lands through the middle. You take more of these leg kicks.
How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. It might not be over very soon. Oh, nice right hand. Those are big
Maintaining
strikes.
straps so far. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through it.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men, stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Well, just as he did the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Nice punch there.
Big knee there. Oh, nice slip there to avoid the punch by Lee.
Big head kick lands.
Oh, he lands a huge knee to the body. Oh! Got the single collar tie.
Caught that. Now, there's danger in that, too, because you start reaching down to catch that kick, you bring the high kick, and then you're in a lot of trouble.
Lands the kick to the body there. And he switches his stance yet again.
Good punch lands.
Nice defense there. Huge block. Just over 3 minutes to go now. Back to the jab now, no good.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick. You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh!
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. He won't finish his fight.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Dig and kick.
Overhand block there by Lee. Nice counter left hook to the head. Superman punch now. Lee gets caught with that punch. Oh, collar tie. Oh, body kick attempt here. It's no good.
Keep your hands up. Use your footwork now. It's okay.
Oh, big head kick.
Lee going with the kick to the body, but unable to find the range.
Some offense. Let's get going.
Great punch landed with so much power.
Oh, nice knee to the body for him there. Very nice.
Nice hit, bro. Nice.
Here. Oh, he might be out. Just unable to quite find that range. Oh! Under a minute now to go in the round. Looking to land the right just out of range.
Ooh, big shot lands.
Good series of punches by him there. He has certainly had no trouble finding the range tonight.
He is finding the target with everything he throws. He's mixing it up.
That is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Lee's looking to go from the full to the half guard here. Opponent not having it. Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch straight down the pipe. It's unreal. He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Whiffs on the right hand. 20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
You ready? You ready?
Fifth and final round.
Ooh, what a punch.
Uppercut attempt here. Nice job defensively there by Lee.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Way to hide that leg kick.
Oh! Oh! He's out!
Over. Oh, my goodness.
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. Oh, we'll take a look back at the highlights. You know we're going to find that nasty head kick somewhere in this highlight rip. Just an incredible result for him here tonight.
A very nice head kick to finish the fight, but don't ignore all the work he did with his hands, and give credit to the opponent. The opponent was in there every step of the way, and in order to get a fight of the night like you got tonight, both guys have to be willing to participate.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 54 seconds of round number 5. Declaring the winner by knockout, Bruce the Jun-fan Lee!
All right, so there he is, the man of the moment, celebrating one of the bigger knockout victories of his career. And gotta be nice sometimes with all the hard work that you guys put in when it goes down exactly the way you drew it up.
A lot of people talk about doing certain things. It's harder to deliver on those promises you make to the public. Tonight, he did exactly that. Congratulations.